Loki, I had the goal to finish the Attack on Titan Season 4 when I'm gonna have the same length of the Eren's hair. Unfortunately, I finished way sooner, but in today's video, we're gonna have a decent look on basically top 10 most epic AOT transformations. It's been a while since I finished the show, so it would be really nice to kind of recap and, you know, maybe see what's the number one. So maybe let me know what do you think about basically the most memorable and the very best transformation. But without further ado, oh yeah,
Attack on Titan does many things right, but the show does its transformations too damn well to triumph anything. It might be the build-up, the conclusion, or the scene itself.
I would also say, like, because of that music and that, like, tension building, it just feels like I had, like, so many times the goosebumps.
But each of these managed to give us that hyped feeling we get when the shifters transform to their Titan selves. So today we're going to take a look at 10 of the best Attack on Titan transformations.
Okay,
Note
I
that
thought
I'll
it's
be
already
including complete
the
transformations here, so sorry Miss Tiber, you'll have to take a back seat here. More Attack on Titan and other anime content coming up, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Now, without further wait, let's get to the top 10 Attack on Titan transformations.
You know what, give me 1 second. I feel like for this video I need to do a little bit something. Well, it's not that much, but it do the job.
Starting off, we have the transformation of Ymir in Season 2.
Okay, this is actually well
about
deserved.
Attack on Titan Season 2 is giving the spotlight to minor characters.
I was almost
While Eren
screaming,
and his gang were still
like,
suffering
seeing
the
this
consequences of the female Titan, we get to focus on some minor characters like Connie, Historia, Ymir, and the two traitors themselves. And ever since the 3rd episode, we've been getting hints that Ymir has a rather tragic past behind her. But then come the events of the Utgard Tower, which forces her to reveal her true face. Yes, this freckle girl who was a minor character 1 season ago turned out to be a Titan shifter. Now this transformation may not be as
Wasn't also she like 70 years old at the time?
Majestic as the ones that are about to come after this, but this one established that there were other Titan shifters hidden.
What was her diet?
Also, let's not forget Ymir blew her disguise in order to protect Historia, and I can see why years later people still ship these two as the best couple. This was the best moment of Ymir's character, and once again Attack on Titan proved to us that minor characters aren't just people
the way
like
she jumped off the tower, holy no!
許してほしい自分を信じること
I almost forgot about
we
this
have
one.
Eren's transformation inside the cave to save his squad. Remember Eren from Season 3? He wasn't the silent and cunning main character you see these days. When
was
pain
kinda
and
low.
realism hit him hard, he broke down crying. It's not the manliest thing to do, but Rod Reese can give some pretty hard mental torture for a boy who just learned his father was a murderer. But when Rod transforms and heads out on a rampage, it's up to Eren to once again save his mates. Levi, as usual, gives him a choice to make his own decisions, and even though Eren didn't have the best IQ back in the day, he was smart enough to know he was the only one who could save his crewmates from their near deaths. Crying and screaming at the same time, Eren transforms to the Attack Titan and crystallizes the entire cave.
I guess
there
that's
weren't
the
many Eren
tears.
moments in the first part of Season 3, so this transformation once again managed to secure his place as the main character of the show.
Oh, of course.
Coming in at number 8, it's Eren's
But we
first
didn't
Titan
see,
transformation.
We didn't see it as much, right? I gotta say, it's the music, dude. Like, I'm telling you, it's the music. You can see the animation itself, or the transformation, like all of it. It's peak. It's cinema, right? But when you hear the music at the same time, it feels like a cheat code.
You should always leave a good impression on your first time, right? But in this case, it's tough to think about impressions when you're drowning in a pool of blood along with corpses. Eren was altruistic enough to save his best friend, but can he survive the repercussions? Luckily, he doesn't have to suffer much because there's a Titan hidden in his body. The sight of blood and dead bodies trigger the memories of his mother's death, and our protagonist comes right out from the
Pro literally said, fuck it, I'm doing it myself.
Titan's mouth in his new muscular form. We need to give credit to Wit Studio for animating the form of the Attack Titan in all of its glory.
Also, speaking about the animation, let me guys know, like, which one will you like the most? Like, the very first animation or the season 4? Because I've seen, you know, a lot of conversation about this animation. I still cannot decide, like, first season, perhaps even up to season 3, probably my favorite animation.
It looked deadly,
even
angry,
though the 4
and the
looks
looks
nice
alone
as
were
well.
enough to kill anyone. Besides, the dead Titan also learned a valuable lesson. Always chew what you eat.
Wait for me.
Lilla Red.
Next up, we have the evil father taking things to the next level. That's none other than Rod Reese's transformation. Now, if you thought Rod Reese had done enough to make him the most hated character of the season, then you were wrong. As his plans fail and his daughter breaks his bones, he licks the last drop of the Titan serum to handle everything by himself.
Who's
and as
more
it turns
hated?
out, even a few drops were enough to transform him into the ugliest Titan in the series.
Not gonna lie, even though the dude was like huge as hell, I completely forgot about his transformation, not gonna lie, so
Right in front of Eren and Historia, this evil father transforms into the largest Titan humanity
I guess
has
the
ever
first
seen.
one's gotta be
if you take a look at things from Rod's
Eren's
perspective,
final
this
form.
is perfectly justifiable. His daughter left him, his lineage was probably going to wither away, and his only option is to, pardon the pun, to keep moving forward. But this time, he keeps moving forward as a Titan larger than the colossal Titan itself, blowing off steam and wreaking havoc. Now why does that sound familiar?
I mean, it was kind of dope. I wouldn't put him on the list anyway. This was dope.
Coming in at number 6 is Reiner's rather depressing transformation.
Reiner's like,
honestly,
I'm tired,
why can't
dude.
anyone
I'm
let
tired
this
of
man
this
die
shit.
in peace? We have characters literally claiming their desire to live because they were born to this world. But here, our character only wants to die with all his burdens thrown away. So, to quickly recap, Eren's now playing the bad guy role. He ate the Warhammer Titan in the most brutal way possible, and is about to do the same to the Jaw Titan. So, who's the main character of the Marley arc?
Epic.
None other than Reiner Braun.
Cinema.
When the children cry for his help, he needs to let go of all of those suicidal thoughts and stand up for a fight. For anyone who watched this episode without knowing the story, it might look like the hero of the anime finally stood up to fight the villain. Let's forget what happened afterward and instead focus on Reiner's rather pessimistic, never giving up attitude. Next up is Armin's transformation. When you're the Colossal Titan, your transformation should be colossal as well, or at least it should have a colossal impact. Does Armin count 1/4 of the city nuked and dead bodies piled up as colossal? He sure does, because you can see it from his face. This transformation happens when Armin transforms at the shores of Liberio, destroying ships and nuking the entire port in the process. Now this transformation may not have screams and rapid animation to back it up, but what matters is the destruction it's caused. Even though it falls short of action and build-up in terms of the transformations in this list, it was still impactful enough to show that when the Devils of Paradis attack, they attack with everything they've got. And here we all thought Eren was the only one who can make a grand entrance.
I'm here. Okay.
Taking our number 3 spot is Eren's transformation to defeat the female Titan.
This, literally seeing this at that moment, I feel like maybe like on the Christmas I'm gonna do some like marathon to watch the Attack on Titan all over again. This specific part when he was like, I cannot even like think about it. Like it literally hurt. I feel like I'm having the hole in my chest like talking about it.
Chronologically right into this next event. So when Annie's revealed to be the female Titan and they hatch a really
look at that face. Okay, you cannot see the face now. Look at that face. This doesn't even look nor feel like Eren. Like this dude is literally like, this feels like demon.
capture her, she transforms and
like
goes on
the,
a rampage.
The pure epitome of hatred.
And there's only one person who can stop her. But sadly, this so-called hero is trapped between rocks in a pool of blood. I know, not in the best shape, eh? Remember Eren from Season 1? He was much less mature than his current self and thought rage could solve every problem. But turns out rage could grant you an awesome transformation sequence. The death of his mother has always been Eren's motivation to defeat the Titans, and the visions of her death once again give him strength. He screams into the sky and literally calling out the lightning, he transforms into the Attack Titan. With
I think also that lightning
track in the
is
background, this is without a doubt one of the best Attack on Titan transformations.
Yep. I think this is like what I loved about the Eren most, especially like when it comes to the Titan form, because like till the season 3, I believe, he was always like really angry, and like I really felt for the character. I really felt for Eren. I pretty much like felt his anger throughout the entire seasons or throughout the entire show, and I really like wish, you know, like punch more, like break more and stuff, and every time he delivered, like it was like so satisfying.
Next up is the transformation during the big reveal. That's none other than the transformation of Reiner and Bertolt. No wonder years later this scene still gives us the chills. Even though there's one more scene to triumph, the music, the art, the character expressions, everything managed to stand out to make this one of the best transformations ever. You might argue the transformation lasted only a few seconds, but it was the build-up that mattered the most. All those...
Yeah, I think that's something that, for me personally, like... I would need to like rewatch it again, like the entire context, to kind of feel the atmosphere for the transformation, because like I would maybe change a little bit different like positions when it comes to the animations throughout the video. But when you put it this way,
small clues we gathered from Season 2 exploded right in our faces, and Reiner casually said they were the 2 Titan shifters who destroyed the wall. When the cards were laid out on the table and Mikasa took her usual aggressive approach, the 2 Malian warriors had nothing to do but to transform into their Titan selves. It was tragic, fearful, and epic at the same time. Hats off to Wit Studio for animating this in its full glory, because years later any of us can still watch this transformation and be thrilled about what a masterpiece Attack on Titan is.
Yeah, the music, and also like when you're seeing someone in the tears and like, oh okay, I have no other choice, like I have to destroy it, but like I'm gonna cry. It feels emotional. So this is the
number one pick
one
for the best Attack on Titan transformation is none other than Eren's transformation in Marley. The best Attack on Titan transformation
this one, like, ah shit,
is none other than Eren's transformation in Marley. You knew this was coming, didn't you? If the Reiner Bertolt reveal was Wit Studio...
It's actually true. Like, I remember, like, there was the atmosphere, like, it was the tension, and the fact that the Eren was, like, so calm and ready to, like, get shit on, that... Yeah.
Best scene, then this was where Mappa showed their skills. In terms of directing, I'd still say the previous transformation triumphs this one, but Eren's transformation here carried a lot of weight. Marley's declaration of war ironically turned out to be Paradise's own declaration of...
And also the fact that the Falco was there, like the innocent guy, the innocent boy, right? It feels like he shouldn't be there, and that's why it's also like way more impactful.
Similar to the Reiner and Bertolt reveal, the whole episode took the time to build up the scene from Eren's speech to Willie's declaration, and when Eren transformed and came out of the building with an explosion, that was the moment we realized we were experiencing peak Attack on Titan. Ladies and gentlemen, anime cannot get better than this.
Yeah. Even though that was kind of like tragic event, if you think about it, I was like so hyped. I was like, finally he got a little bit of his redemption, his kind of revenge. Anyway, so there's been 10 most epic AOT transformation. I thought the final, basically the final rumbling, that final transformation is gonna be the number 1, but hey, maybe it wasn't as impactful. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Take care.